Hello, how are we doing? I'm so used to looking at chat over here. I've started trying to put it here so that I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, it feels unnatural. Look how long my fringe is getting again. I tried to style it and it won't do anything, so I'm making do. How are we today? I did not get stuff done nearly as much as I thought I was going to. I just kind of, you know when you're just ooh. Thank you so much for the resub.
Sarab sent along this message with their 16 months resub. Lena partying.
Lena partying. I thought I turned those off as well. Ugh. Or maybe I let him. Do I let him read emote? Like, so there's a way that I can make him not say like cheer emotes, but he can still say emotes, and I can't remember which one I had switched on. But either way, thank you so much for the resub, Sarah. I very much appreciate that. What was I saying? Yeah, I did not get shit done today. I was meant to go to town. I was meant to pick up my medication. Don't worry, I've got 1 day left, so I'm gonna go and get it tomorrow, and I have to tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock. So there's no reason I can't go to the shop tomorrow because I have to go to this. I did fuck it up. You're quite right.
I can't believe you've done this, Lena.
I know. I did it again. Yeah, I was meant to go to town and like, you know when you're just sort of like casually shopping, just casually, just on your phone, just looking at stuff to buy. Today it was, I was looking up new phone cases because I've decided I don't actually like mine, and like it really shows up like how grubby your phone gets because of the light color of the case, and I was like, ew, I don't like this. But also because my finger holder is falling apart. So I was like, I'm gonna invest in one of those metal like magnet ones and see how that goes, and then if I don't like it, I'll just send it back. But I spent ages looking for the right one because like my phone's quite old now, so I had to try and find a case that was suitable for it, and that was hard because everyone's reviews were like magnet is shit, so I've just taken a punt on one. And then the next thing I knew, yeah, a MagSafe one. Yeah, and then it was like 3 o'clock. I was like, oh, I should probably have a shower because I look like death. So I had a shower, and then by the time I'd done my hair and gotten my shoes on and gotten dressed and gotten my shoes on, I went outside and I was like, oh, it's kind of dark. Kind of dark, and then I looked at my phone and I was like, oh, it's almost 5. So by the time I would have gotten to town, like nearly everything would be shut. I certainly wouldn't have been able to go to the post office, which is something else I need to do. So fuck me, I guess. But I had a nice walk instead. I was outside, so I took the opportunity to just go for a walk. And it just means that like I didn't get a bunch of other stuff done today. I was going to start trying to make plans on what we were talking about on Monday. I was going to start trying to figure out which like rota I would like to give myself if I were to be working as a streamer full time. Which we can discuss again tomorrow, basically. So I won't go into that. But yeah, all of that just took way longer than I thought it was going to do. The shopping primarily. And yeah, my day just sort of fell away. I just didn't get to do anything today. But I don't feel bad about it because I spent like yesterday I spent like tidying the flat, and I feel so much better for it. It's like so much tidier. I know where all my paperwork is. There isn't post all over my desk. Like the carpet's as clean as it's gonna get, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just like, well, things are better, and I did my washing up, so which desperately needed to be done. So I'm all caught up, which means tomorrow when I go to the doctors, or after I go to the doctors, I can do my shopping and go to the post office before I come home. And then I can start thinking about what we're going to talk about on the stream tomorrow, because I still don't have a plan for tomorrow. If I do it, I don't know. I could just go, fuck it, it's a Friday, and cancel. But I actually want to start trying to sort of get stuff planned and in line based off of the stuff that we were talking about on Monday. For anyone who wasn't here on Monday, you can either catch up with me on Friday, or you can wait until I put up a video, because that's what I'm planning to do. For people that miss streams, I'm basically just going to make a video saying, hey, this is what I'm going to try to do. I would like your help. Feedback, please. You know? And then that's going to be it. So, right, what time is it? I think my going live post should be up on Blue Sky now. Let me double check it. It is fantastic. That means now is time for us to do a reaction. Who wants to see my live reactions to the new Pokopia trailer? So I actually did really well today because I spent so much time on like Amazon, which I'm very ashamed of. I kind of forgot the trailer was going up, and so I wasn't on social media, which means I haven't had any of it spoiled. So that's lovely. I like when that happens, when it works in my favor, and I'm just like completely like I don't have to hide. You know, it's lovely, isn't it, when that occurs? Like, you know, social media is not ruining everything. So just so everyone knows, the Pokopia trailer is 10 minutes long. I was not expecting that. So I don't know if it's like an explainer trailer. Why don't we find out? Why don't we bring that up? Right, I'm going to move chat over to the side screen so that I can actually see it. Oh no, I want all of, where's my browser's gone? There. All right. Bring it up on my big screen and head over here. Where should I put my camera? Probably in the middle, right? That's what we tend to do for the big stuff. Oh, the GPU hated that. I wonder why I find that so difficult. It's not usually that bad. Look how much red this is. Now that I have slightly dimmer lighting. Isn't it crazy? Right. Let's have a look then. Go all the way to the beginning, Nintendo. Let's see what wonders await. Hang on. One sec. What's the quality? Give me 10. Yeah, give me. You can do 1440 for this? Okay. Let's see. I'll move my camera if I feel like we need it. I'm already pleased. It's gonna be so happy and bright and cheerful. Ah, it's just like Dragon Quest Builders. It looks exactly the same. Oh, look at this sad Poke Center. I know you. I can't remember what you're called. Tangrowth? Is that what they called this one? He got glasses though. Is he gonna take the place of the hammer hood that taught you how to do everything in Dragon Quest Builders 2? Ditto. The transform Pokemon. Just want to remind people, like, how dark this actually is. Hey, Pete, how's it going? You've got in at just the right time. We've only just started. So just to remind people, this is a busted ass Pokédex with a picture of a Ditto in it and a trainer. Don't know what happened to them. Let's continue. Look at this little freak. Oh, he died, basically. Because they're not here. It doesn't look like there's any peoples here. It's just us. And we're not a peoples.
Well, would you look at that?
I am.
Ditto's found a rather unique-looking Tangrowth to chat with.
I got its name right.
Let's
Yes.
have a listen. Oh, I suppose you might not fully understand what they're saying. So how about I interpret?
No, please. Just give me subtitles.
Gadzooks! A human? Wait a moment. Are you a Ditto? Please call me Professor Tangrowth.
Okay, Professor.
It's been quite some time since I last.
Why do you
laid
have a
eyes on
CD
human
on your head?
or another Pokemon.
Most kids won't know what that
This
is.
place was once home to many humans, but now it's, well, what you see. The grass and trees are withered and dry, and all those humans
It's
and
so
Pokemon
sad.
who once lived here, they're gone. But that was then. Things have changed. Out of nowhere, I met you. Hope springs anew.
Let's
What do you
go.
say? Will
Freedom.
you help me restore this land to the lively place it once was? That
Yes.
might make it possible to see a world overflowing with Pokemon again, just like the old days.
Yeah.
Oh ho! So you'll help? Wonderful! I feel quite inspired myself.
Let's do it.
A ray of hope has finally shone on the lonely Professor Tangrowth.
Shown. Shown. Is that how you say that word? I thought it was shone. Like scone. Shall I begin? Shall I shall I get everyone triggered? Shone.
And heartened by that warmth, Ditto and the Professor
American, innit?
begin re-
This is the UK channel. This is the UK channel. Also, it's shown. It's not. They mean as in shined upon, which shined isn't even a real word either. Shine, yeah.
building the world anew. Create habitats and meet Pokemon.
Okay.
Creating habitats will attract Pokemon.
Oh, you punked me. I thought it was going to be a Bulbasaur.
Different Pokemon are attracted to different habitats. If you want to make lots of friends, you'll need to create
Well, this is
habitats
delightful.
that suit each Pokemon's individual preferences.
Are we finally getting Viva Pinata, but with Pokemon? Is that what this is? It's Viva Pinata and Dragon Quest Builders?
Happens if you place a fishing rod and a chair by the seashore. Look, a Magikarp. Pokemon with big personalities will appear in the diverse habitats you create.
I love this. It's
I
a
wonder
little.
if a Pokemon is
It was a
rustling around in there.
Larvitar.
Surely it's only trash.
Trubbish! Trubbish Defender number 1. I love Trubbish.
Learn moves from Pokemon. Your new Pokemon friends may teach you their signature moves, like Squirtle's water gun. It can revitalize dried
I don't like this. It's so fucked up that this is how they decided to do everything. Look at the way the water comes out of this Ditto's mouth.
signature moves, like Squirtle.
Gross. Go back 1 sec. Hate that. Everybody dislikes this. Blech.
Squirtle's water gun. It can revitalize dried up things. Use
Good.
the moves you learn to refresh the land. Clear paths.
I do kind of
Till
like this though.
fields. grow vegetables, and more. Expanding the places you can visit and what you can achieve.
I'm a little upset that we can just have
Certain
scythes for
Pokemon
hands.
also teach you special moves. For example, you can transform into Lapras. While
No.
Ditto might not start out as the best swimmer, this transformation makes traveling to distant
Yes,
islands a
just like the
breeze.
old Pokemon
By
games.
transforming into Dragonite, you
Look!
can reach far-off places in
Oh,
no
what a
time.
freak.
I'd wager we can make this place a lot greener if you use your water gun on the dry, tall grass.
Okay.
Ah, I haven't withered away yet, you know. Craft fun things.
Let's do it. What are we gonna do?
You can craft at a workbench using the materials you've collected. Take a few leaves and, ta-da, a straw bed.
I swear that's exactly what they look like in Dragon Quest.
Furniture and toys to street lights and roads. You can use the
Welcome in,
items you
Punisher.
craft to
How
build
you
a
doing?
beautiful
Thank you for
tunnel.
joining
Or
us.
make Pokemon more comfortable.
Oh,
as you
look how
transform
cute
your
that
space
Abra
into
is.
A vibrant place to live.
Look at all these fellas.
Oh ho! You made some toy blocks.
I did.
I haven't the foggiest idea how to use them properly.
You play with them, you idiot.
Grant Pokemon's requests.
Okay. Yes, this is the whole game
Pokemon
for
can
me.
Have unique requests for you. Oh, looks like Squirtle wants to go somewhere. It's up to you to find a way to lead them
Aren't you a
where
bit
they
too old
want
to play with
go.
toy blocks? No!
You may also find
Why does it look
Pokemon
like you
you need
throwing
to
up
help
water?
set
It's
in
'cause you
harsh,
are.
desolate areas.
You're literally throwing up water, Punisher. Because you're not a human, you're a Ditto. And the way you use your abilities in game is that you take the abilities from other Pokemon, you copy their abilities. So it's actually you spitting up water. I can't get over just how much like DQB this is. Isn't it great though? Hopefully the
And you'll
camera's
need to work
better.
Together with other Pokemon to complete particularly
I'm gonna play the
important
shit
quests.
out of this. This had better not come out at the same time as Dragon Quest. I'm gonna be so mad.
One's old heart to see humans and
Please make
Pokemon
it a
living
May
happily
game so I can
together
get it for
once
my
more.
birthday.
Are you listening?
No, sorry.
Work together with Pokemon.
Okay.
Your Pokemon
I love the
friends
music,
will
by
help
the
you
way.
Rebuild your world.
It's a Cubone!
They can light
Cubone
campfires,
remembered!
water plants, help crops grow,
This is adorable.
get light shining, and so much more.
Oh, that's actually a
Work
great
together
idea.
With several Pokemon, you can even build grand houses.
Good, because I don't like doing that. If they can do that part that I
A
never
Pikachu
do in
fountain
these
is
games, that would be great.
Although, upon
March
closer
5th.
inspection, this Pikachu is
Fuck.
rather curious.
No. Ah.
So many ways to play. Snap a photo of your new renovations. Say cheese.
This beach bossa nova
You
version.
can capture your memories and add them to your album.
Do, do,
Then
do,
change up
do,
your
do, do.
look.
Yes! Show me the customizations. Oh, look how cute they are.
And don't forget to decorate your room.
And then we got some Animal Crossing.
With multiplayer, up to 4
No.
friends can join
No,
the fun.
get out of my game.
So
Stop
why not
ruining
build
it.
a delightful life
I don't want
together
any of my
with
friends in my
closest
game.
friends.
They're all gonna fuck with my island. Oh, this is
Game
adorable.
Share is also supported, so you can share
Aw,
the game with
that's
someone
nice.
Who doesn't own it.
Get grieved. It's
Together
gonna
on
happen, isn't it?
Nintendo
We're gonna
Switch
have to do
or
it.
Nintendo
Pokemon meets
Switch 2
DQB
systems.
meets ACNH. Yeah, it's very that,
Oh,
isn't it?
You've changed up your look.
Yeah.
Why does seeing you like this make my eyes a bit misty?
Oh, 'cause it's
Whether
misty.
solo or with
Oh,
friends, you're
good
free
joke.
To do whatever you want, from granting Pokemon requests to building the town of your dreams. Set out on an adventure to create a flourishing world where Pokemon live in peace
Oh, I love
and
this.
comfort.
but
What else?
invite me. I'll fuck with your island. I'll build roofs. I'm being called out. I'm being called out.
Is waiting for you.
It does have a bit of the farming as well, yeah. But Animal Crossing does have that too. Sort of.
Pokemon Pokopia.
Schmeargle. Okay, yeah, what's the story though? What's the creepy story? Where's the human gone? Why is there a ghost Pikachu? Hi. Why are you a ghost? What's a shiny Snorlax? It's a mossy Snorlax. Oh, ID Catherine's gonna be like so fucking happy to see another type of Snorlax. You can't do this to me. You can't be releasing on the 5th of March. Isn't that like a month after? And it's like, week before. No. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's like a month after Dragon Quest VII and a week before Monster Hunter Stories 3. I'm not going to be able to play this. Games are like buses. You don't get any for ages and then 100 come along at once. Welcome in, Hellscythe. No, what am I going to do? I've got nothing to play right now. I've got nothing to play right now. We're going to be playing like indie games and old shit until February. I'm going to have to drop something. Also, bitch about that game key card bullshit. I will in a moment. I just want to see if there's anything else. I have to buy them. I want the Ditto rug. Yeah. Claim until Sunday the 31st of January. So you can only get this if you pre-order it 2 months before it's out. Oh, 31st of January. That's still I don't like that. Most early purchase bonuses go up till the day of. That's the equivalent of having a rug of your own face. I do it for memes. Okay, well, I want the shit out of this. Look! Oh, it's so adorable. Guys, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I can't afford 3 Nintendo Switch games in the space of a month and a half. That's like £200. It's like 200 quid. What am I gonna do? Because I'm a freak and I get the collector's editions for everything. So yeah,
Oh, you've changed up your look.
I love this. Right, hang on. All right, let me put we'll leave the trailer on in the background again, and I'll put on some music. Okay. Oh, maybe not this music, actually. I forgot I had this playlist on. Skip. There we go. What's £200? I'm unemployed! That's like a month of food. It's like half a month of food. Let's be real with the economy the way it is. That's half a month of food. I don't get that much for disability. Oh man, I really like the look of this. This looks wonderful. It looks exactly what I want it to be. It's more Dragon Quest Builders, but it's not going to be 5,000 hours long. Probably. Just wait for the sales. It's Nintendo, Punisher. There's no fucking such thing. I'll get £3 off in 7 years' time. Downsides of YouTube, I don't get music. I can fix something to do with that in the future, but I've been lazy with it. I can give you license-free music in the future, but like I said, I've been lazy with it because it means I have to use 2 different apps to play music and then mute it on my end so that only YouTube and the Twitch VOD can hear it. And obviously Kick when I eventually use Kick. So I really like the look of this. This is so much joy wrapped into a perfect bundle for me because like I love Dragon Quest Builders. I am always fighting myself not to play more Dragon Quest Builders. Dragon Quest and Monhun will go on sale if you get them on PC. But I won't be getting them on PC because Monhun will have like carryover save data stuff. And I know it's not important, but I like having those things. So I'll be playing it on Switch for Monster Hunter. Dragon Quest is another one, though. I'm really looking forward to it, though. Is the thing. So, yeah. I don't know what to do. Anyway, as Hellscythe brought up, this is going to have a... if you're getting it physically for the Nintendo Switch 2, it is going to be a game card key, which are bullshit, and there's absolutely no reason to do that. In fact, if anything, it's been proven that people don't buy them. They don't sell very well. Dragon Quest 7 is that? Yeah, Dragon Quest 7 is out on February 6th or something like that, like 5th or 6th. Really, yeah, it's out early February. And I was going to get that on Switch as well because I'm trying to slowly get off of the Xbox. I'm trying to move away from the Xbox as much as I can. So that's why I was going to be getting it on Switch. But that is something that could go on sale because it's not directly Nintendo related. Anyway, the game card key, for anyone who doesn't know what that means, game card keys for physical editions, they are literally, it's so that they can put a box in a shop so that people, you know, at a till can say, oh, there's a new Pokemon game out. I'll grab that because my kids love Pokemon. And then what they're actually buying is a piece of plastic that when you plug it in, it then just opens the Nintendo Switch store for you and tells you to go and download it. So the game's not actually on it at all in any way. Which is, and it is the reason that people are, the reason developers or publishers or whatever you want to blame for it are using this option is because it's cheaper for them to produce. But I can't imagine that this game is gonna be particularly large, right? I think Nintendo needs to, they definitely need to offer smaller cartridges because the problem is cartridges actually do cost a lot to make. So Nintendo limit them by only producing a certain size cartridge, which then means third-party companies are less inclined to get the big cartridges because they're expensive. But the small ones are usually too small, you know, for their game. So they need something in the middle, and there is no middle. There's no 16 gig cartridge. I think it's only 32 or something like that, which some games don't even fit on those either. And then they get special dispensation and they get like a custom one made, which costs even more. So to save money, they're basically asking, no, can we just have the soul of a cartridge, please? Can I just have the husk of a cartridge and then we'll put some pins in it, but what it's actually doing is it's just going to open a a script to open the Switch store when you plug it in. I'll be getting Dragon Quest and Monster Hunter. This I can wait for. Yeah, it's kind of looking like I'm going to have to do that. I might have to wait on this one. Which it feels like a shame, because if it's going to be a bit like Animal Crossing, but with a Pokemon spin, it's going to be one of those games that I feel like would be more fun to play with other people. Does that make sense? Not necessarily, in my case, not play with people, but with other people playing it at the same time as you. But I could be wrong. Maybe there won't be much zeitgeist over this, but Pokemon games tend to have something of a zeitgeist around them, don't they? And it is like that FOMO that I get when it's something like this. I'm like, I was thinking about buying the new Pokemon because everyone was talking about the new Pokemon, even though I had no intentions of playing it, because I still suffer the FOMO of not playing a Pokemon game. I still have that, like, everyone else is having fun sort of thing. Oh, I'm not having fun. What the fuck? So it would be sad to me that I'd have to wait on this, but frankly, I'm more excited for Dragon Quest. I really love RPGs, and I loved 11 so much that I just want to experience another version of Dragon Quest. But then Monster Hunter coming out so soon afterwards as well. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is the thing. And because I like getting pre-order bonuses and stuff like that. I don't like missing out on things. I had that with Sword and Shield, and it was not for me. Sword and Shield is such a shit game. It's such an ass game. And I didn't buy Violet and Scarlet, and I haven't bought this most recent one. But this one was like, it's not a Pokemon game. It's just like, it's a Pokemon-themed game of something else that I already enjoy. But I think if I'm going to be reasonable about it, then yeah, I think I'm going to have to wait on this one, because I can't get them all three at the same time. That's ridiculous. Even if I was employed, that would have been extremely difficult to afford. Because what is this? Hang on. So if I was to get this all on Nintendo, I actually already... If you haven't got the Nintendo Store app on your phone, get it, because then you can look at how long you've been playing games. It's fucked up. But it also saves your wish lists on here. So Pokopia is right. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. Let's bring this up. So we got $58.99. That's wild. Plus, right, hang on. If I get the digital deluxe version of Dragon Quest, that's actually not that bad. I thought that was going to be way higher than that. $69.99 plus. That's so stupid. Where's Monster Hunter? Is Monster Hunter 3 still not on the Nintendo Store? Let me check that. Let me check that. I can't believe that that's not available for pre-order still. I'm going to open it up. Let's move this out of the way so you can still see the Ghost Pikachu. I want to know what that's about. Oh, I'm playing Ace Attorney, apparently. Hang on. Save. I know I'll get the value for money with the other two games. Yeah, this is it. It's like, I know that I'm going to be getting 100+ hours out of Dragon Quest. And Monster Hunter Stories is probably going to be roughly the same, right? Monster Hunter 3 is on PSN for €69.99. But yeah, but that's euro. I can't do it by euro. What the fuck are all these extra things? The Switch store is asking me questions. Yes. They're asking to take optional data. I don't care. Let me in the store, you fucker. Where is it? I might have to guess it based off of, like, the Xbox store or something. Monster Hunter stories. Three. It is a female Pikachu. You're correct. Aha! Okay. Oh. Oh no. So apparently I have wish listed it, so it's not coming up on my phone for some reason. You know how I like to buy stuff. So plus 84.99 for the deluxe version. £213. I can't do it. I couldn't have done that when I was employed. Unless some rich person wants to come along and help me. Oh my god. Ugh. So yeah, £213. If I want all three at the same time. It's not viable. Like I've got some put aside already for Dragon Quest. Yeah, I think this. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This is going to be the one that I might have to wait. I might have to just get it at another time. Oh, I was looking forward to streaming this. Will it be worth streaming? Can't you buy it cheaper? Punisher, did you not hear the words Nintendo attached to it? No. Nintendo don't put stuff on sale. There aren't game keys for Nintendo stuff. And I'm not Nintendo friendly enough for them to send me keys, and I don't have a big enough audience for it either. So there's no way to buy it cheaper unless I sell a bunch of shit off, which isn't buying it cheaper, it's trading. Ugh. But then I'd have to find time for all three of them as well. But the other two are gonna guarantee me, aren't they? Like Dragon Quest VII it's gonna be about 100 hours long, right? Dragon Quest, it's a Dragon Quest game, so it's like about 100 hours long. Whether they've cut a bunch of content out, or at least the grinding out of it, or not. And then Monster Hunter Stories 3 is a story-based RPG, and like I'm currently playing the first one, and I'm already like 30 hours in. I think I'm only halfway through the story, so I normally get my Switch games on Game Collection. Yeah, but does it really make it any cheaper? Like on average from Game Collection? And I don't buy physical. I buy digital. I don't like physical stuff. I don't like having shit in my house. I like the little weirdo you play as. Look at this little freak. I love them so much. They're so weird. And then you can customize them as well. Where's that screen gone again? Here we go. Around here. There you go. Change them up. To get like different hair. Oh, I hope we get to unlock more than that. That's sad. I want more hair than that. You get all your different types of hats. So there's probably going to be a bunch of unlockables in the game, which is like 100% like my bullshit. I just want a live stream of them to watch throughout the day while I work. Yeah, kind of. See, that's the other thing. If I'm going to be doing live streams during the day, I could have played this during the day like I did with Animal Crossing. Could always do a tip type thing for Ko-fi stream specifically for this game. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that because I'm not sure everyone here wants to watch me play a fucking Pokemon game. I don't know though. You'll sat around for 6 months for Dragon Quest Builders too. It's the downside to digital, I'm afraid. Yeah, but I'd rather not have a bunch of plastic in my house. You never know. I don't know. I always feel really uncomfortable asking people for stuff like that. Because it's not like... Although, I mean, that is what the Ko-fi fund is for, isn't it? The whole point of the Ko-fi page is to, you know, help fund the streams in some way. Haven't got to plug it loads. No, I do. Because it's a lot, right? It's 60 quid. So... I guess I could always ask, couldn't I? There's no harm in me asking the community, hey, if you want to watch me play this, because that'd be the only way that I would be able to justify it, is like I'd have to stream it, as opposed to it being like a, no, this is my peaceful bedtime game. I would have to make it like a stream thing and be like, this is what we're doing if you help. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it some thought. Just not on my current plan. But then I still have to find time. This is the thing. It's like, yeah, I could potentially do that. But when when would I have time? If we're going to be doing like fitness streams in the morning, fucking around with Isaac in the morning on some days, and then gaming in the evening, I'll have I'll have 2 RPGs and this. Seems a bit tight. Seems like it'd be really difficult to do. Is there anything that anyone is interested in about this game? Does this pique anyone's interest that they wouldn't normally be looking at this? Or is it sort of like, nah, it's Pokemon, man, I ain't playing that. I just think, there's something so whimsical about it. I won't play it, but I would watch it. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how... okay. Because I like the little weirdo. Like, I already... Like, my profile picture is the doodle I did of me as a little weirdo. That is what that picture is. I know it's hard to tell, because it's just a little sketch. I like how... charming I like how charming the presentation is. Yeah, I think this is, and also like obviously not the most like graphically intense game like out there, but I'd say like visually speaking, I think this looks really clean. I think this looks really nice. I think they've done a lot with their simplicity here. You know, like you play like Arceus, and you see the flat JPEGs, and you can see where the corners have been cut, whereas this is like, it looks deliberate, right? Like, even these are quite nicely detailed. These look almost exactly like the ones in Dragon Quest. It's got a pretty out there vibe for a Pokemon game, and I kind of dig it. Yeah, you know what I was saying about the Nintendo Store on your phone? How you can go and look up your history, your play activity. And I discovered, because of this feature, how much I played Pokemon Quest. I played more than 50 hours of Pokemon Quest. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Why does it never zoom in on the phone? Look at it, you fucker. There we go. 50 hours or more of Pokemon Quest, which has almost exactly this vibe. That is a blocky Pokemon game that's super colorful, clearly designed for children in mind, like clearly. And I know Pokemon is by design anyway, but you know what I'm talking about. It looks stylized rather than low budget. Yeah. Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head, and that's what I kind of like about it. It's like, it's friendly round. It's not cheap round. It really is just little. Just look at it. It's just like Dragon Quest Builders. I love it. I want the Viva Pinata Pokemon game. Because that's what this is. It's Viva Pinata. Anyone here played Viva Pinata? You remember those games? Where you had to make animals happy so that they would visit your little plot of land? That's how you unlocked more things. It's exactly that. But it's going to have like a big map, probably. You watched the TV show. I never watched the TV show. I missed out on that. I didn't have... because that was only on Sky and I didn't have Sky. I think it was on Sky. Something like that. But... Look how squishy they are. They're sleeping. Hang on. Look at the little squishy. Also, shout out to the fact that they made the hat kind of look like an egg as well. Kind of happy about that. I'm really sad they didn't make the whole thing yellow to make it look like an egg. They're so melty. I'll think about it some more. I really like this. I really like this. Because the only thing, like, I was thinking that I could wait is Monster Hunter. Because I'll be playing an RPG already, and it's a Capcom game, right? Which means it'll go on sale pretty regularly. The only thing is I'll miss out on, like, pre-order DLC. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, because I think they release it later anyway to buy. So maybe I could do that. And then have these 1 month apart from each other. I think that might be the smarter move. Because even on Nintendo, Capcom still goes on sale like every 6 weeks. Like, you can get Okami for like a tenner constantly. You don't have to wait. It's just always on sale. Ask your brother and ma to get it for Christmas. It's not a bad shout, actually. That's actually a genius idea. Just tell them to get me Nintendo credit. That might make them feel better. You're a genius. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to see my mum this weekend. I can bring it up and be like, hey, you know I told you to get me money and you didn't like that answer? Ask for Pokemon for Christmas. I'm going to leave that on my monitor. I have good ideas every now and then. No, thank you. I never think to ask my family for anything. There we go. Ask for Pokemon for Christmas. I'm going to put that on my monitor. Okay. I think this looks charming. I'm really excited for it. I still want to play it, even though it's going to become quite difficult for me to do so. I will absolutely stream it if I do get it, even if it's just for a first look. I want to know what this Snorlax is so bad. I want to know what happened to the Pokemon. Just for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, just as a reminder. Where is it? Skip. Where is he? All right. Just as a reminder. This is how the game starts. You're in some cave somewhere. Hang on. You're in some cave somewhere. Right? Alone. Can't really make out what's in the background, but it kind of looks like a busted ass building. Is that a fruit? Either way. This ball comes out of nowhere. Ditto's here on their own. And then there's a Pokedex next to them with a Ditto and a trainer. And there's no trainer. And this Pokedex has seen better days. Something bad happened to this trainer. I want to know what happened to this trainer. Or if they ever, like, allude to it ever again. I kind of half hope that there's no trainer at the end and they don't explain it. It's just like, Ditto belongs here now. That's what I want. I want it to be kind of fucked up. How did you get here? Unless this is like... Ooh, theory time. What if this is the inside of a Pokeball? You know, like, or inside the box system? In a PC? You know, someone's just deposited their Ditto in there and it needs to live somewhere? Because they say that, don't they? That's already in the anime and the manga. Where, you know, when you put them in the PC, they go into like a little digital world. Is that what this is? Someone program a fucked up world to give them something to do? Like, everything's busted ass. Just to let them fix it for fun. How many Pokemon are just rotting away inside PC systems? Maybe the trainer got isekai'd. And they're going to be in their own spin-off game. See, that's also a potential for it. It's definitely an isekai game. Because even the Arceus games... Well, the first Arceus game is an isekai. So, if nothing else, this is a Ditto isekai. This is like, you weren't from here. It's very obvious. Either way, I really want to play this. It's just so silly. It's so silly. It's so charming. I want to go fishing with my Pokemon. Right. I think that's going to be it for my thoughts and feelings. Unless anyone has any specific questions for me, it might be time for us to move on to Winterboro. Or if you've got any other thoughts. I kind of want another cup of tea. My tea gets too cold so quick. Fucking 50 hours in Pokemon Quest. I've got what? Hang on. This is the fucked up thing about this new the data they give you. Is it doesn't tell you exact stuff all the time, but it tells you how often you played it. Look at this. These are how many times I played booted up separate times Pokemon Quest. It's like a fucking... It's got to be like 50 of them, minimum. Absolutely bizarre behavior. Some of these are 2 to 4 hours. How was I playing that for 4 hours? Switch doesn't even stay switched on for 4 hours. It turns itself off. Or at least mine does. Absolute bizarre. Right then. It seems like we've had our say about Pokemon Pokeball. What's the comments like? Honest question, why would these Pokemon rebuild a human city? I would have loved to recreate the style of shops and houses for the PMD from the PMD series. That would have been really awesome. What's PMD? Platinum Diamond? Is that what they mean? I don't know, man. Pokemon Dungeon? Is that a name? Is that a I don't recognize that. Oh, Mystery Dungeon. Oh, I guess so. I never played these. I never played these. So I've got no reference point for that. Okay. I think I tried to play one of them and I was like, no, thank you. This is not the Pokemon that I signed up to play. Bring back Pokemon Ranger, you motherfuckers. Cowards. Never played it either, so I wasn't sure of the name. Yeah. Still not pleased about this being a Genki card, but this does look adorable. This is someone that's just going to buy it anyway. Literally screamed my goat Tangela mentioned. They seem generally okay. It feels like a Dragon Quest builder. It's because it's made by the same people. Literally made by the same folks. Same team. Sounds like Pokemon Minecraft. Cute. I love that there are people here that haven't even heard of this game yet. Right. That is going to be it for me on the YouTube side. I'm going to be cutting this video off because I'm going to keep them separate. So let me know about your thoughts down in the comments. That's what they tell you to do on YouTube, don't they? I don't know. I only do live stuff on YouTube. Right, let me thank you all for sticking around for my reactions and my thoughts. See you later, YouTube. Where's the button? How do you end these? I've never had to do it midway through a stream before. End stream. There we go. Goodbye.